The mysterious disappearance of Richey Edwards of the Manic Street Preachers. Richey Edwards was just like any other kid born in a small town in Wales. In fact, he and the other guys in the Manic Street Preachers grew up in the same tiny town together and had known each other their whole lives. Richey wasn't actually even in the band right away. He had virtually no musical ambition, despite being a talented poet, so he started out as their driver and roadie. Eventually, in 1989, he joined the band and quickly became their spokesperson. He suffered very serious depression, and he was strikingly candid about the way that he talked about it. He just flat out said the way that he was feeling, which in the early 90s in the UK and any time prior to that, this wasn't an easy thing to do, especially for a young man. He spoke out about depression, anxiety, even to the point of awkwardness. And in one 1991 interview with NME magazine, he proved his grit. The conversation took a more confrontational turn when the interviewer, Steve Lamacq, questioned Richey on his dedication to his art. Richey was sick of the band not being taken seriously, so in an act of defiance, took out a razor blade and carved out "for real" on his forearm, right there in front of everybody. Super punk rock or super disturbed? You be the judge. Anyways, Richey's behavior became more and more erratic as time went on, and although he didn't do drugs, and he was adamantly against them, in fact, he did drink excessively, and he was taking antidepressants like Prozac regularly. He also had some pretty interesting obsessions. He became fascinated with the idea of being a cultural martyr, with a particular focus on members of the 27 Club. All of this seemed fairly arbitrary. That is, until 1995. Richey Edwards left his room at the Embassy Hotel in London for the last time. He would never be seen again. His car was located at a bridge nearby, but no body was ever found. As the result of a lack of a body, Richey's family had a hard time believing that he was dead, most notably his sister Rachel, who would spend the next 2 decades looking for her brother. In 2008, he was officially presumed dead, but the story doesn't end there. As recently as 2019, a book was released in cooperation with Richey's sister, detailing some fresh clues that might give some insight into what happened to Richey. The book supports the suggestion that Richey may have staged the entire disappearance with the intention of running away forever. To this day, we still don't know what happened to Richey Edwards, but the Manic Street Preachers went on to become a #1 hit-making band in the UK.